Okay. Wow. Shouldn't have told me.
She's
Now
playing with the equalizer. I'm gonna hide that shit.
Alright.
The chair looks.
I got a shirt on.
Huh?
I got a shirt on.
Good for you.
Oh shit! It's right there. I thought we were doing like. I thought you weren't gonna get. Oh, I gotta put my clothes on. Were you recording just now?
Yeah, I'm able to edit, so I'm just recording.
That is so fucking funny.
Conversations and stuff.
Oh my god! Hi.
Oh, so you come back out because I'm already
I'm
recording.
the wife.
Go, man! I'm not putting this up there.
No, this is for us for later to watch.
Nigga, you were not wearing pants.
I'm putting them on right now.
Yes.
I'm dressed now.
Hey, the lady's here. She wanted to record this because we were having a little bit of a debate, I suppose.
Kind of. Alright, so.
Ooh.
What we were talking about is how drugs or mind-altering substances gets you to that point where you're like, this could be a better life. And for someone who is pregnant, for someone who is depressed all the time, for someone who's in a lot of pain, for someone who their world is already so skewed, I can see how drugs could possibly suck them in, or anything that is a mind-altering thing. So then my husband said, what about cars? And talked about all that. And I was like,
well,
yeah.
What I said was, she said that it's not accepted and it's not right. And obviously that's known. But what I was getting at is she brought up the fact that it's like altering our natural state of mind or our natural being. Oh, there goes KJ in the background. But I was saying that naturally we can't, most of us can't even run 20 miles per hour, but we're in vehicles that drive like 100 and something, and there's obviously other things that go faster than that.
I'm sorry, I'm nesting.
You're good. Clean up. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, it was messy. We're going through our baby stuff because it's coming. She is coming, Celestine Luna LeMay.
She will be here in 11 days?
Somewhere around there, man. And then I was also bringing up the fact of a lot of what I was saying was known to a lot of people, but caffeine's mind altering. The soda itself, the amount of sugar, the cornstarch, high fructose corn syrup.
So then this was the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they allowed and drugs are not? And that's what we were trying to I was trying to say that because I look at it like this, this is what I even said to my inmates earlier.
I know why it is, by the way.
You look at life and either it's awesome or it sucks. Mm-hmm. But it's what you make of it. And
do you want to know why those are illegal?
Because you can profit. You can't profit from them.
No, it's marijuana is not a plant. It is a weed, and it is very, very easy to grow. It's not easy to make soda. You have a lot of different proportions of different chemicals and fluids and temperatures. It has to be. I'm sure. I don't know the whole process. I'm just saying, all you have to do to a weed plant, you can literally in the right season.
So because it's accessible.
Because it's very accessible and easy to grow, the government cannot profit off of it.
Okay, I just got a brilliant idea. Well, not a brilliant idea.
But that's why they're medically and federally trying to legalize it.
Well, yes, but more than that. Okay, if you break everything down, what my mind literally just said was monopolization.
Little man.
Monopolization. That's literally what it is. It comes down to the fact that
money.
Well, I know that. That's obvious. But if you really break down the whole world, it really does come down to that. Because the things that are free in life, the things that are beautiful, the things that are given, the things that are seen as cool and awesome are frowned upon because they want to keep that control.
And that's another side of it, yeah. There's a lot of different sides. It's kind of like when I tell you that, when I got off work and I was already agitated and you thought that I was agitated at you because you said something that agitated me even more. Yeah. And I told you, no, it's just a buildup of a lot of things. That's what happens. Yeah. That's what happens. And that's why Elon Musk's cars, that's why he's the only one that's able to do a lot of the fully electric stuff. and a lot of people aren't able to get electric because it's kind of expensive. But they crude oil. I mean, oil is a huge company right now. It's still number one. You know, when was oil and gas not number one?
Why I wanted to record this is because whether you realize it or not, we have molded into each other.
Who what?
Think about it.
Who what?
The issues I always have with you is you don't want to talk. Now you want to talk.
I don't
And you
care
want to
talk.
record yourself. And you're getting into this where you have this beautiful voice. And I always wanted this for you. What did you always want for me? For me to be able to be my own self. And for me not to need you every 5
Are you
seconds.
a real person?
Like, all of this has been happening. We've been, like, molding into each other.
Yeah, they're within
It's
his
really cool. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to, like, hijack it for a second.
Oh, it's whatever.
I feel with the whole drugs thing in my career, what I see is that these people are wanting a different life. And they feel like drugs are going to take them there. Do you know who I spoke to today? Oh my God.
I do not know.
All right, so this inmate comes in here and starts talking about
Fucking
how they're
Christ.
strung out all the time and, like, that's what they do and stuff like that. And then he brings up his wife being pregnant with their son, and he comes out all positive for drugs. The baby came out that way. She had that the entire time. And I thought to myself, there's a difference between wanting to alter your mind and being literally sucked in.
Yeah.
So this is my question. Why do drugs, certain ones anyway, get us to that point where we can't even function, whereas there's other ones where you go do forever and you have that one puff and you're cool, and then you don't do it again because there are
the severity of
the addiction.
The chemical. Well, it's the chemical reactions. Like, it also causes damage.
So it has to do with biology.
Biology.
It's not to do with the fact that they're poor or they're rich or any of that shit.
No,
It's biology.
Well, it's also a consumption amount. You know, if
build up tolerance.
Yes, but not to mention, you know, a lot of rich people do heavy drugs still because
they get away with it
because they know how to. They know when they don't have to go to work, and they know, like, for instance, when I did stuff in my younger age, and I did things that would definitely give a hangover the next day. Yeah. I knew that on Friday night I could get tore up because my next shift is on Sunday night. You know, so I would get hammered, do a lot of different things, and then stay up all night. I would say, I don't know, but I was just a partier.
I was an everyday partier because I am one of those.
I partied every day. I drank and smoked every day.
About that
the weekends
all
is
the
when it
drugs
involved
and all that
things.
jazz.
Yes.
But that's young me.
That was super young.
And that's super young you. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is, when this fucking inmate said this, dude, my blood boiled. And I don't get reactions at work because I'm stoic. I'm impressed with how I've been this pregnancy. Mm-hmm. And I think it's because I stopped smoking. I had to compartmentalize. Yeah, I had to put everything into little boxes.
Yeah, you had to start organizing your shit.
Mm-hmm. And then when I stopped that completely, I learned how to unlock the boxes without having to go there. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why my journaling has been so fluid, and I've been able to, like, converse with you.
Damn it, I'm going to do that.
Because there's two sides to every person. There's the one that wants to have fun and understand shit, and then there's the one that's like, not so much.
There's way more than two sides.
Okay.
Because you're forgetting about the curiosity side. You're forgetting about the shy side. You're forgetting about.
So we're built up of many different people in one.
Not different people. We all have different emotions and personalities within ourselves. And it all unlocks whenever you're talking to a specific person. You act like a different person in front of a 5-year-old than you would in front of, like, a 15-year-old.
So, you remember the egg that we watched?
Yes.
You are every person you will ever meet.
And then that's when you'll attain godhood.
No.
Like a god.
What I think what he means by that is not literal.
Well, no, okay.
Just hear my opinion on this for a second.
Go for it. The egg. Watch it. It's a good video on YouTube.
You walk through every perspective by doing that. So you have that now knowledge in your head, and you are now you plus the combination of everyone you've met.
Sort of. I mean,
that's how I'm seeing it now.
You don't take a piece of
goddesses.
You don't take a piece of someone's personality. What I mean is, like, for instance, my excited would feel more than likely my excited on the inside that makes my emotions, feel not expressed yet. before it gets expressed throughout the body, it would be probably different feeling than what you would feel. So, and not to mention that the way I express my excitement would probably be different than how you would feel, but the same thing between the two is it was still excitement that caused both of those feelings and both of those actions. Whether it be you doing a cartwheel and me doing a backflip, cannot do a backflip. Don't ask me to do it. You know, so that's the thing with also drugs, and that's when it's involving cigarettes or marijuana or ecstasy or trumpets or
what I love
whatever.
so much. I'm sorry, if I may interject.
Yeah, she does a lot. Go ahead.
But I am getting better at asking.
Yeah, may I interrupt you?
If I may,
I'm going to anyways, but I'm just going to ask
first. Interject for a moment.
Makes it look better.
It literally reminds me of that movie they tried to have me watch, where they were all just giving their perspective, and it was rock and roll, and it was drugs and everything like that.
No, you tried to watch that one.
I did try, and I'm sorry.
What was the name of that? Shit.
You watched it with Tarzan.
I did. Ben.
That's what that reminded me of when you were speaking about your perspective on drugs and shit. Because, and that's what I'm trying to say is, you can never know everything because everyone has their own perspective as well.
They also have their own life, like. So
there's different factors that come.
There are.
What I'm starting to learn to love about my job is, I might have been slightly racist before, and now I'm not even. Now I'm not even, and it wasn't even racist towards white or black. It was just if someone who wasn't me was beneath me.
Yeah, or that did.
And that's horrible.
No, what she means by racist, she is not using the correct term. She's more of. I don't know what the correct term of it is.
Prejudge.
But she's talking about, like, for instance, if you came from the ghetto, you're a thief. You don't have to be black, white, Hispanic, or fucking Asian. You were just you're a thief because you're from the ghetto. You're from the projects.
These are like ideologies that are thrown into you.
And if you're like from a suburban area, it don't matter what color you are. If you came from money or if you have money, then she would see you as like an equal in a sense. That's how she used to be, and she's not that way no more. It's beautiful.
I'm blown away because
It's just how she was raised. That's how we go throughout life. We become who we are throughout life.
I'm bringing it up. I want our daughter to be like us now, who we are now. You and I both are like rainbow children. We love everyone.
Yes.
And we weren't raised that way.
Just don't disrespect me, and I just won't like you no more.
Like, I'm so excited to teach her. Gosh, I'm excited to teach her Tolkien. I'm excited to teach her. We both got babies. Look at our babies.
Yeah, mine's just outside the belly. It's not human. It's not human. It's just a loving human.
But I'm excited to teach her Tolkien. I'm excited to teach her that true love does conquer all. I'm excited to tell her about her father and I and our beyond amazing love story. I mean, goodness gracious. I met him. I was in the front seat of the car. He was banging my friend at the time. We didn't even know each other. Like, literally, she pulls up, goes to pick him up, and he was like, wowza. But it was just like an immediate attraction.
Yeah, when I seen her in the back, I was just like, oh, I'd like to hit that. Or were you in the front seat? Can't remember.
I was in the front. Because then I got out of the car to get something behind for you. There was an immediate attraction to him. Immediate. But it was like, whoa, like, that needs to hit me again. So we stayed friends. And I can't wait to tell my daughter our story.
Our love story is amazing.
Because
Little man.
That's what I really want to make a video of, my love, but I don't know how you would feel about that.
What? Our love story?
Rather than writing it together, let's just talk about it and record.
Talk about how it was.
Make a chapters out of that.
Back in my day.
Because, I mean, this is the world, okay? This is the world we live in. See me, see me, see me. Record me.
Yeah.
What if someone were to do a conglomerate of all that? Someone being like, hey! Someone being like, really? You know, all the crazy videos that I watch,
that's funny.
We only send them one at a time. This is what I've been working on, baby. On all 3 of those phones I've been keeping, I'm going to put all of our videos together in a conglomerate.
That'd be awesome.
And we can just watch it and see how we feel.
Yeah, we could.
You know what's funny? Look what shirt I'm wearing.
Purple.
No, this is the exact shirt I wore the last recording that we did.
Oh, really?
Yes, the exact same shirt.
I hope everything's recording correctly.
I don't know. Is it stuff?
I mean, it's still going. Yeah, it says stop recording. So, but
Sweet.
I mean, I just hope that the audio is okay because you talk so loud that you see where the green thing and the yellow thing's right there.
Greek.
You see
Sorry.
it? You see it right there? You see how it goes up right there?
I don't see anything other than my hospital bag checklist.
You don't see down, boom, 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 boom.
Oh, that green. Okay.
Yeah, when it goes into the red like that, yeah.
Okay. Wow.
She's-
Shouldn't have told me.
She's
Now I'm
playing
gonna
with the
have fun.
equalizer. I'm gonna hide that shit.
Okay, but for
Oh,
real
man.
though, like, would you want to do that with me?
The video, yes, I wouldn't mind. That'd be
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Make part 1, part 2, part 3, part
Just
4.
hear me out on this.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
I journal and I love that, right?
Hear her out.
But the thing is, like, my happiest is when I find something that was recorded of you and me, and I didn't know it happened,
You forgot it
or I
happened.
forgot it
Yeah.
happened, or you did it without me knowing,
I like recordings.
because I am
Oh,
voyeuristic.
man.
I am very voyeuristic on many different levels, but non-sexual attraction aside, voyeuristic means you like to view the world.
That's how I am.
And I'm the same way. I'm
Yeah.
an observer. Because I grew up with drugs. I did all that stuff to try and pull myself out of my shell. And this is what I've come to realize. I am not an outgoing person, baby.
Mm-mm.
I pretend to be because I feel like that's what the world needs from me. But the true me is an introvert.
Well, how I see it is like this, right? I grew, my past.
Yeah.
So going to like house parties and shit like that, you see chicks up. I don't know y'all's past or whoever's watching this how y'all be, but back in my day, there'd be bitches on the wall. They have their hands on the wall, just shaking their ass. They didn't call it twerking at the time. Now it's called twerking, but it was just shaking their ass at the time, and people just step up behind them and shake their dick on their ass and stuff, or another female would come up and dance behind them too. But the thing is, I'd just be there watching. I'd be getting tore the fuck up and sitting against the wall, jamming out to the fucking beats
And
that
are you
they
ready to
got.
laugh?
But the only reason why I do that though,
I did the same
the
thing.
reason
I would
why
go and not do it either.
the reason why I do that though is because I've already had a bitch twerking on my dick. I've already had I've already had the experience of going into a club and having someone dance on me. I already know what it feels like. I don't need it from another woman. I don't need like if I hit a home run in baseball, I don't need a trophy every time I
That's why
do
you're
it.
so loyal to me, what you just said.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how I am. Though.
I'm the same way.
I will watch all day long. If there are two people fucking, I'm gonna watch your ass. If you're in the club fucking, I'm watching. I'm not one pretending I ain't watching, but don't realize that my eyes are being seen staring straight at you. Like, yeah, get it.
I know. I've actually talked to a few of my friends back home about, because they said, okay, I don't want to do the swinging thing,
He's like,
but I would totally, baby, listen, like,
this cat.
I don't want to do
You
the
don't mind the
swinging thing,
thing. Yeah.
but I don't want to do it, but I would not mind going to
the
a party.
Yeah, not being
where
involved.
we're not
in
involved
the
at
process.
all.
Absolutely, that's what I was thinking.
Yes!
A week ago.
Yes! Like eyes
You want a
wide
high five?
shut. Like eyes wide shut.
Yeah.
Because, okay, the thing is, I do get
Can we
off
scare you?
by watching people. I do.
Yeah.
And, like, I've been trying to play with myself more so I can get used
Yeah.
to the present that you surprised me with.
Yeah.
So, like,
Went
I've
to the
been
sex shop
trying.
for the first time.
I've been trying
Yes.
to, because the way I see it is, like, I've got to know my body more than ever.
Yes.
So I've been learning spots I've never, because I don't play.
I know you don't.
But I have been.
Yes.
And you know what my go-to has been?
No.
This is so bad. Stepmother and daughter.
Yeah, that's right. I already knew about that one.
And I'm like,
Oh man.
what is it about that? And you know what it is? It's the maternalistic thing. That totally makes sense. Like, while I'm pregnant with her, I am wanting to make sure I know everything so I can be, like, awesome for her. And my hormones are all over the place and
Yeah.
making me feel different things. But yeah. All right, back to what I was saying with the whole drugs thing. Is I was the same way.
We got off trail.
I
off
was the
track
same
with a
way.
little bit of
Okay,
masturbation.
I would go to parties as a witch,
Mhm.
because this is my witch years. Like, I think it was from 12 to 15. Is I actually went by a witch. I had a name. I had a cult. I'm not a cult. I had a sisterhood. I had all that stuff. We had a book we read. I mean, it was legit.
Legitimate.
And we would go to these parties and stuff, and I would just sit on the couch and stare at the red lights. Or I would just imagine everyone being this gorgeous, beautiful lights all around me, and I would talk to them, and we would have amazing conversations while everyone's fucking. There's a blowjob over
that's
here
not
happening,
me, though.
all that stuff. Like, I I'm an introvert.
Yeah, but you're seeing lights and stuff. You're looking at the lights. I don't look at lights.
Oh, I
You said
love
it's
the
just
lights
like
when
me.
I'm high.
I'm not me. I like glow sticks whenever I was
Like,
that type
seriously,
of high.
like, lights attract me. I'm Tinkerbell. It totally makes sense.
You are,
Like,
you are.
so, you know, ooh, pretty lights. So that was the thing.
I'm not in it.
While my friends, oh God.
Was it stank?
Well, no. I was just like, I just caught a glimpse of my hair. But I'm so blown away by how you and I literally had almost parallel life, baby. But the only difference was it was the exact different perspective.
Different, spectrum.
Like, we both did drugs, but mine was from a rich point of view, yours from a poor point of view. We both graduated, but you didn't have a dad.
I didn't graduate. I got my GED.
You got your GED, sorry.
You're damn right. What?
I'm very, very proud.
And you know what? That shit was harder than school. It was harder than fucking school, that GED test, man. Don't even fucking try me, man. When you go from Polk County to go to school in Polk County, and then you go to the goddamn Miami-Dade that has, where was that? Homestead, Miami, and they had me do the GED test there. They have a higher curriculum. I swear to God, they had a higher curriculum. I don't know how I passed.
See, this is what I missed about Florida.
What?
And I never felt this in Oho either.
What?
Our soul connection.
We never had a soul connection until Tennessee. Yes. We had a different type of soul connection.
We had a connection in Clearwater, but it was only when I got high.
It was a different type of connection. Yes. It was okay, now she's on my level and she's chill.
Up here,
she's chill
I
now.
feel like I'm all those versions in one.
Yeah.
And I feel completely whole.
Well, the thing is, you're finding yourself. You're finding yourself is how I see it.
When she's born, I want to continue to be this.
Yeah. Well, then
I love it.
You know who can control that? We've already spoke about that.
Yeah.
She used to say things, and everybody says, "Oh, I can't control it." What?
My job is
my
helping
emotions.
with that.
Whose emotions are they? They're your emotions, right? Yeah, they're your emotions. So your actions, everything that you do, you can control. You can't control your thoughts. That's about it. That's the only thing you can't control is a lot of stuff that goes on in your head. But if you act upon it, that's when it becomes a problem.
I somehow was able to control hormones this pregnancy. That's
I know
pretty powerful.
she's impressed me. I have not had like hardly any problem. She hasn't been like, go to the goddamn store and eat pineapples. Like it hasn't been shit. It has not been anything.
I mean, the only thing is my sex drive went through the roof, but you jumped up there with me.
Yeah, we probably have one day off a week at the most. It's not bad. It's not bad.
But the thing that really changed for me is addiction. I started feeling like everything I felt like I had to do, because that's what emotions are, right?
Yeah, emotions.
I didn't have to have sex. I didn't have to be the center of attention.
Yeah.
I didn't have to have people validate.
You didn't have to continue running your mouth.
There's
a lot of things. There's a lot of things. We all still have our things that we just cannot control still completely. And it's why we're not perfect. That's why.
We're not.
We're not perfect.
I'm glad that we're not.
We can't be.
Because
we as in everyone.
The person that I am now is because I went through the imperfections to get there.
That's what. Well, yeah. We went. Everything we've gone through literally has gotten us to where we are.
And that's why I'm so excited to tell our daughter our story.
It's a hell of a story. Remember that time? It was just the one time. Remember that
we went
time?
Over how we met.
Do you remember that time when I walked across the street and I had the hand symbol, but I was a rebel?
Okay.
Yeah, there was a lot of those times.
All right. So we went over how we met. Now I want to fast forward to like a couple months when you and Tracy were still doing your thing, and we all went out to downtown
I don't remember a lot of
Ybor.
stuff because I always got high.
We all went out to downtown Ybor, and I let her wear my panties.
She's gonna ask if I remember, and I'm gonna be like, no. Watch.
I let her borrow my panties, and she wore them as booty shorts, and you were like, damn. And then I matched her, and then Friday was there too. We all went out.
Jesus, how many?
What, baby?
How many of your friends did I sleep with?
Well, Friday, you said.
We tried. It
yeah,
just didn't work.
Yeah, so it didn't happen. So you're good.
Yeah, I mean there was. Just the tube.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was just the tip.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So
but the thing is, like, we were friends.
So weird. I never thought of that though, like that perspective of it.
Well, that was the night. That was the first night you and I kissed. That's why I remember that night. Because you and Tracy weren't, and Yanni and I weren't.
Yeah.
And you were.
Yanni was like 80 years older than her.
You were really. You really were like on my level that night.
Yeah, no,
And so
I got drunk as fuck,
vibing.
too. I got
We were
drunk
vibing, and we
high.
had never really vibed before.
No, because I never drank.
I know.
And I drank
So
that
was
night.
the night.
I got tore
That was
up.
the night that we connected, and
Yeah.
I felt that, and I was like, "What is this?" And so, yeah, I kissed you.
And we made out and then played with each other's private parts, and we're like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, we
This
had
is
to
like,
stop.
whoa.
We had to stop because we were
It
drunk.
was super intense.
And it was intense, and I was single, and you were single, and it was like,
And
whoa.
nothing happened within years of that.
Nothing happened.
Still.
We did that 3 other times. No private parts
chips.
each time, though.
I want
There
chips.
was 3 other times that happened.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time. The second time was at Checkers.
Check.
We got food, went back to Carl's house. We didn't eat Checkers that night because it was so hot and heavy. And the third time and final time was at an ex-roommate's house. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go into it. And I went out to find him, and I brought him
Jesus.
over to...
I've been through some shit.
I went over to the other side of the house, and I brought him, and I laid it on him.
Yes, you did.
There was 3 times that we kissed, and it was just like, what the hell? Now, during this entire relationship, we are just best friends. I'm in relationship after relationship after relationship. We're still talking and hanging out. He's in relationship. I hooked him up with someone. Our exes are married with a kid. Like, we're legit the real Good Luck Chuck. We've made people fall in love, apparently, because you can go down the list. Every guy I've ever dated, the next person they were with, they married.
Yep. Or are committed to.
Because I was convinced that I pushed people as far as they could be. But with Wolfie, I don't know. I hope that our daughter finds a love like ours. Because it is absolutely beautiful.
Well, she has to want that.
Yeah.
If she don't want it, she won't get it.
Yeah.
Because she don't want it.
The universe will give you what you truly want and go after.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think our love story, to me, and I don't just mean it because it's ours, is my absolute favorite of all.
Better than Cinderella.
Because true love does conquer all with us. It
More
really
than
truly
Cinderella.
does. More than all of them.
Whoa.
We are twin flames. We started it all. But we choose each other.
Whoa.
That's the big thing. You having an avocado?
I think it's right. Feels like it.
We should be going to food. I'm sorry, baby. I just got so distracted, and I'm excited to watch this later.
Me too.
Because you're okay. That's what I was saying. So that's the night that we connected because I was. That's the night that we. That's the night that we connected.
Suck it. She's trying to.
That's the night that we connected because you were on my vibe.
Yep.
But then the night that we connected because I was on your vibe was even different.
Yep.
That was video games.
So
we
the
were
why
playing
drugs?
together. Mm-hmm.
Drugs. Video games is a mind-altering thing too.
It is.
That's accepted.
And that's why I'm trying to explain.
Watching television is a mind-altering thing. That's accepted.
I haven't smoked this whole pregnancy because I
her
have
first
been
night.
doing mind-altering things with you, my love.
Uh-huh.
Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what it is. Like, we haven't been watching TV, so I haven't been that drone. And I've been going with you when you Uber Eat. You've been picking me up from work. Like, we've had this, like, beyond beautiful understanding.
By the way, I want
And
y'all,
we're not at each
whoever's
other's
looking,
butts.
whoever's watching, look up television and actually puts off a frequency that dulls your mind a little bit. That makes you want to sit there longer and watch. Facts. 100.
Facts. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm proof, but we haven't had a TV.
Let me see something.
And we go to do Uber Eats, and I go with him, and it's so much fun because I'm listening to him while he's talking. I'm not easily, like, agitated or wondering when the next one's going to happen. I'm not addicted to my phone. We do play Pokemon Go, so that is my phone, but we're playing a game. It's a mind-altering thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's drugs for me in that instance because I'm doing something that's stepping me outside of the reality. So everyone has their itch. Everyone has something that they have to do. And no, you don't. Because whatever you allow yourself to be addicted to, that's going to be the issue. So find a way to be happy, just truly happy, and love that happiness, and then add on to it.
I'm not able to find it.
You know?
Hey, we're gonna end this because I am hungry.
Mama?
I'm not ending it with a kiss.
Okay.